IT Cosmetics and Laura Mercier recently released complexion balms, and Clinique said, hold my 7-Up Zero Sugar Tropical, not sponsored. And they came out with their Clinique Daily Calm line, which includes this balm for the complexion, where we're testing it right now, and this lip and cheek color. And we're going to talk about those today and compare it to those specific balms that I just mentioned at the beginning. With me, Rebecca, this is Not Fit for Print Beauty. I'm a fashion and beauty editor. I've done this for over a quarter of a century. It sounds so crazy. And that has given me the authority, the wherewithal to make this channel on YouTube, where we review all things beauty and I help you decide where your money should go. The new thing is these complexion balms, and they're getting really good, guys. You know, we're splitting hairs when we talk about them, but I can give you my recommendation already, even though we're in the middle of the wear test. So let's talk about it a little bit, then we'll go to a demo, and then right now I'm quite a few hours in and we will be wearing this and testing it. Okay, so Clinique Daily Calm builds on something that Clinique has always had. If you are familiar with the brand, they were the first brand that was non-comedogenic, that was supposed to be great for allergies. Funnily enough, back when I was in high school, which was a while ago, a few years ago, this was the only brand that actually made me itch and broke me out. Not anymore or anything, but it used to be, and they were always the like hypoallergenic brand. But anyway, that aside, that's personal. They've kind of built their brand on that, and that's what this is about. These are products that, you know, you could put this complexion balm around your eyes. I always put complexion products around my eyes, but you know, some people can't. This one you can, it's contact safe. They say that you can put it on, you know, and keep reapplying. They even say, this is really interesting. So this Clinique Daily Calm Makeup Balm, they actually say that not only does it even skin and smooth out tone, it's IPL laser. You can use this if you have laser on your face, you know, any sort of an IPL laser. They say that even one day after you could use this. So that's how safe they're claiming this is, which is something, because I know there's a lot of you out there. I've never been brave enough to try it, but I know there's a lot of you out there and like you kind of look sunburn after. One day after, supposedly this is safe to put on over. And most dermatologists would tell you don't touch anything on your skin for a week, right? Or so. I don't really know how it works. You guys can tell me in comments. But anyway, this says 24 hours after. This is $49, which is, you know, the going rate. It's actually a little cheaper than a lot of products. I'm not saying that's great, but it is 8 stretchy shades. And I picked up the shade Light Medium 2, which I'm wearing now, and I did really well, but they're stretchy as heck. Here's an actual footage. This is not recreated of me trying to open this. I started filming it when I realized how funny it was. First, I was looking for the flip up on it, no, and then I was trying to unscrew it and I couldn't, but it does turn out you unscrew it. But it's one of those Rubik's Cube things where you got to get it lined up to go back on, and if you have the product at all on your hands, it does become a bit of a pain and gets everywhere. Hate that. But I think that might be more of a commentary on my intelligence than anything. Don't answer that. Okay, and this opens the same way. This is the lip and cheek color, same idea, also in the Clinique Daily Calm line. I got the shade 02 Plush Petal, but it comes in 6 shades. This is $30 to this $49, and I will tell you what this is like. I already have my thoughts formulated for the end of this video, and we talk about it during application as well. And let me just show you this. Here it is. It's like a potted lip balm. It's like shiny and I know. I can't see that color, Rebecca. What's that? Yeah, you'll see in the demo. We talk a lot about this. We talk a lot about this. There's no scent to any of them. These are all fine. The marketing, this is funny. The marketing for the touch of color is that it can be applied often. And I was already like, can be applied often. Why? Because you have to apply it often. Like, it reminds me, you know, if you've ever been looking at a new house or a new apartment, you know, when the realtor goes, you'll love the adorable step-saver kitchen. And like, step-saver kitchen? Or is the kitchen just like, you can't even turn around in it, right? It's adorable and step-saver. This is safe to be applied whenever you want to, even every 5 minutes. You know, that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, so it doesn't last is what you're saying? I hate to be suspicious, but I'm sure you're suspicious too. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we are gonna go to the demo, and then I'm gonna wear these little guys all day long. Quick programming note. The Clinique UV Solutions, this brightening, it's like a tinted moisturizer. Did you guys see this? It's also new. And I can't really do justice to 2 complexion products in one video. I thought I would put this in another video upcoming, but if you needed to have more time, could you comment below so I can see how many of y'all are interested? It is summer in this hemisphere and it's getting warmer and warmer. And it stays warm usually through fall in most places lately. So let me know if you want to see this. It's an SPF 50, also new from Clinique. So I can give that a quick, brief, tertiary little go in another video, or we can do like something dedicated to it. That's up to you guys. It's your information. All right, let's go to the demo. Information as usual will be down below in the description bar and where I can up here in YouTube shopping, so you can click while the video keeps going, and you guys know to subscribe for all the latest makeup trends and makeup tests. And catch me over on Instagram and TikTok, Threads, Facebook, and right here on YouTube we have a membership that I'd love to see you typing in if you'd like to be there. All right, let's go to the demo. Okay, now that we've got it open and the instructions say that you use your finger, it says use a clean hand, like I would, to break, to kind of warm up the surface. And then it doesn't say whether to use a brush. I mean, certainly it doesn't mean that you're just supposed to apply it with your fingers, plus you guys hate that. So I'll use a brush, but let's just test out the shade here. As I told you guys, I have a light medium 2. It's a little deep. Huh? Okay, well, let's try it. Okay, so I've got a foundation brush here from Sonia G. I don't know. I mean, it said to warm it with the hands. I just did that. Clean hand. Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot. That's too much. That's too much. Back. Abort the mission. Oh, it's a lot. A little goes a long way. All right, now I'm going to use my hands a little bit. Sorry, hand haters. I'm going to use my hands a little bit just because I did put an awful lot on. Now, the interesting thing about this product is it says, go ahead, use it around your eyes. I've never hesitated to use products around my eyes, but I know a lot of you out there with allergies and such. I mean, this is supposed to be very calming. So I do wear contacts. You guys have seen me in my glasses. I do wear contacts. So I can see where that could be. It was a little, actually, it's not bad because this kind of gives me a little color. Lately, I've been liking shades that are too light that I buy in foundation because I'm like, oh, it kind of gives me a brightening effect. But this one, I got a lot on here left, is kind of giving me a little bit of color. What do you think? This side, Morning Skincare, we're going to do a wear test, so nothing then on this side. And this side just has a layer. Should I do a little bit more? Oh, it's a lot on this brush. Okay. Maybe it did say hands because it kind of does have like a skincare feel. And it's definitely a balm. Okay, it's not like it's not a cream to powder. It is not feeling sticky. It doesn't feel like my hair would get stuck in it. It does feel like if I were a powder person or if I had an oily T-zone that you would need to get some of that powder on. For this review, I'm not using primer, powder, spray, setting spray, or concealer because you all have a million different kinds. So we're just going to see how the foundation itself, the balm itself does on its own. What do you think if you compare the two sides? I don't know if I can see much of a difference. All right, let me speed it up. There's enough on here, but I'll put more on it. And let me do the other side and then we'll look, okay? I took a second longer than usual to kind of really inspect myself. I actually think the reason I'm like, I can't see any difference is I think I did actually incredibly well with the shade, which doesn't, actually, I guess it does look like it when it's in the little pot. Okay, the first thing we know right away, a little goes a long way. When I was just gently breaking that seal and warming it with my finger, I was like, gosh, you're gonna have to use a lot of this stuff. But then when I really went in with the brush, I was quite surprised. And it has a nice amount of medium coverage. Honestly, it says here that the shades are really stretchy, and I can see that. I mean, there's only, how many shades in this? There's only 8 shades in this. So it better be stretchy, and this is. Okay, now how does it feel? Like skincare. So my skin feels, don't worry, I'll wash my hands. My skin, sorry, I don't mean to roll my eyes. I love you guys. I will wash my hands. It does not, it's definitely not cream to powder, but it is not remaining balmy or sticky. It's kind of turning into a nice soft feel. Like like a nice moisturizer. Okay, my hair won't stick to it, but you can powder it if you want. I won't right now. But, you know, and normally, you guys, I would need some concealer. You know, this kind of, but we're not going to muck things up with that now, because I put it on all the way around and the eyes, and if I put concealer on, we're not going to know if something's gathering in the lines under my eyes. We're not going to know what the culprit is. I think it throws off the test, just saying. Okay, so we're going to see. But since we're going to be doing a wear test anyway, let's go ahead and add in our lip and cheek color in this Petal shade. This is Plush Petal. And I am going to be, as you guys know from the intro, very interested in how long this lasts. Boy, when they say a little bit of color, they ain't kidding. It's definitely a little bit. It feels really nice on the lips, but it feels like a colorless balm. Or like a pink balm, you know. Okay, I have a brush here, but let's go ahead and just break the seal again. It's got a little bit, it's a little shiny, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Okay, first of all, let me say hooray for the makeup balm. This is not pulling it up. I'm using my fingers to kind of dot it on, and it's not pulling up the balm underneath, which I'm actually quite surprised at. So that is a good thing. Now you might go, Rebecca, your lights are too bright. We can't see the shade. I can't see the shade either. No. Okay, let's try it with a brush. This is an ESUM brush. And this is a cosmetics or foundation. I'm sorry, this is a foundation brush. Rebecca, that lighting is horrible. We can't see anything. No, I can't see anything either, guys. It could just be the shade. I mean, this is 02 Plush Petal. So go darker. If you're curious, go darker. You can kind of, actually, I'm seeing it on my screen more than I'm seeing it in real life, to be totally honest. It's there, but okay, I totally feel, can I just tell you, and this is pretty, I guess it's like a highlighter too. I totally feel like this is a lip product that I feel like this is a potted lip balm that I'm applying on my cheeks, and it's weird. But this is so Clinique. I mean, they do this a lot. This kind of like MAC kind of sometimes does this too, where it's like, isn't that a lip product? And I'm sticking it on my cheeks. Now, I've been in the makeup industry long enough, and I've been a woman long enough. I know I have done that trick where you put your lipstick on and look around, kind of put your lipstick on your cheeks. I've done it too, but that's what this is. This is a potted lip balm, shiny potted, nice moisturizing lip balm that I just put on my cheeks. Clinique does this though. Is it pretty? Yeah. Is it highlighty? Yeah. Is there a lot of color to it? No, your eyes aren't fooling you. But I mean, you know, we'll do the wear test. So far, let's see if I change my mind. So far, yes, no. And we'll talk about how this compares, because we've had, the balms are the new thing, right? We've had the IT Balm, love, and we've had Laura Mercier Balm. I don't like it as much as the IT, but a lot of you do. So we'll discuss. Okay, let's get on with the wear test. I'll put a little mascara on and stuff, but so far, yeah, I can't even see this. Maybe I just picked the wrong shade. All right, stay with me. We'll be back in quite a few hours. Okay, it has been a little tiny bit over 8 hours, like 8 hours and 4 minutes. It's been 8 hours. What am I trying to get away with? Okay, it's been 8 hours. So let me tell you what is happening here on my face. First of all, as you see, let's just get this out of the way first, okay? This did not need a wear test. This wear test was over on this little product as we applied it in the demo. I have been reapplying it all day because it said you could, and I wanted to see if it would pull up the balm underneath. It doesn't pull up the balm underneath, but the darn thing doesn't stay. This is exactly what I said however many hours ago when we were applying this. It is a potted, shiny, comfortable lip balm that can be put on the cheeks just like anything else can. You could stick your mascara on your cheeks if you wanted to. That's all this is. I did get probably a shade that's a little too light, so that caveat, got to recognize that. But it's just putting a little bit of a shiny lip balm on the cheeks. I'm actually seeing more color on the viewfinder that I'm looking at here as I talk to you guys than I really see in the mirror. It's pretty. You don't need this. This is how much? $30? If you like a little potted lip balm, and some of these shades will have more color than others, yeah, it's nice. I put some on right before I came on here. I could put this all over. It's kind of nice even if your lips are a little dry at the top, because for this shade, look, you can't even see it outside the lip. Save your money. I mean, if you're a Clinique fan and you like a good potted lip balm, but there's no need for anyone to have this. All right, let's talk about what we really have to talk about now. And that is the Daily Calm Makeup Balm. This is lovely, lovely, lovely. 8 shades, stretchy as heck. This is light medium, shade 2, and it is beautiful. So let's talk about it. I don't want to talk about it compared to every single balm out there. Like, I know that there's a lot of good ones out there from Bare Necessities and a bunch of other brands. Let me just talk about, and I'll talk, if you have a specific question, just let me know in comments and I'll talk about it. But let me just for now, just devote myself to the IT Balm, the IT Cosmetics Balm, sorry, and the Laura Mercier Balm. Of those two, I prefer the IT Cosmetics. This feels like the IT Cosmetics with a teeny bit, a little bit less coverage, just a teeny bit little less coverage. A little bit goes a long way. This feels a little more like skincare. The IT Cosmetics feels a little bit more like a balm cosmetics product. Other than that, they behave exactly the same. The Laura Mercier feels a little bit more like a cream to powder, a little bit more. None of the three really are, but a little bit more. This one very much reminds me of the IT Cosmetics with a little bit less coverage and a really nice skincare feel. This one feels less like I have anything on my face. So if that bothered you about the IT Cosmetics, this one will have that less. Forget the area that I have this horrible, stupid lip and cheek color. Sorry, this inadequate lip and cheek color. Forget that area because that's going to be shiny. But the rest of the skin feels nice, feels moisturized, does not feel sticky. You can go ahead and powder it if you want to, but you don't have to. It does settle into a nice moisturized feeling, not a sticky feeling, not getting on my hands or my phone. Very much like the IT product, but a little bit less coverage. It is absolutely imperceptible on the skin. I did fine with the color choice, but it's stretchy as can be, and I absolutely love this product. If you do have sensitive skin or it bothers you around your eyes, I have a lot of people I know that their eyes will get watery. I admit earlier, the reason I did my admission earlier about this brand being so into skincare and rosacea problems and cosmetic problems and all that, and said in the 80s and 90s it actually caused those for me. The reason I said that is if you're allergic to it, you're allergic to it. So I can't promise you, but you know, if we go just on the marketing, they're saying you should be able to do that. And it certainly feels really comfy and nice on the skin. It feels like I'm wearing absolutely nothing, and look at how it's held up. It is not, I have no concealer on, and obviously I needed some, but it is not gathering here. It is not gathering around here. And if I were to have powdered a little bit and put on some concealer, I'd be all the better for it. But I feel really comfortable. I think it looks really nice, other than this silliness around here that's not so good. It's a lovely product, rivaling the IT, little less coverage, still a little different than Laura Mercier, which is, like I said, a little bit more kind of cream to powder and a little bit different. This one compares very favorably to the IT. Okay, if you like that. I don't know about the $49 to the IT. Toss up. I think I might prefer this one to the IT Balm. And that was like my favorite foundation of the year. This is a good one. Clinique, you did good. And then you threw this in just to make sure we don't take it too seriously. All right, let me know your thoughts. I can do any comparisons, answer any questions below. And if you have other balms that are a little bit older that you want to know the difference between this and that, just ask below or on Instagram or whatever. Got a lot of things coming up, but don't forget to let me know if you're interested in this Clinique. I haven't tried it yet, as you can see. This SPF 50 brightening tinted sunscreen moisturizer-y thing that's also new. Tell me if you have interest in it, because I got it right here. Lots of new stuff coming up. I got the new Jones Road highlighter, got the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, and new Sonia G brushes. Ooh, lots of good stuff coming up. I will see you all in the next video and meet you in the comments.